This morning, we honor the life of Barbara Bush. We have live team coverage bringing you plans on a public viewing and how Houston is remembering the former First Lady.
As the nation mourns the loss of former First Lady Barbara Bush, preparations are well underway here at St. Martin's Episcopal Church in West Houston. This morning, we're live to explain what you need to know if you'd like to attend.
And it's the kind of love story really you'd expect to see on the big screen out of Hollywood, right? How George Bush won Barbara's heart and the letters that will forever be a part of history. And good morning, everybody. I'm Russ Lewis.
And I'm Lisa Hernandez. It is Wednesday, April 18th, 5:30 is the time. Let's check in with Cheetah right now for what we can expect in this forecast. Cheetah?
Well, we're talking higher humidity. Temperatures a little bit warmer, so you can see for your Wednesday, April 18th bus stop forecast, more clouds than sun, especially by the afternoon. That's the humidity, so get ready to crank the air conditioning. We're starting in the 60s and the 70s. High temperatures today in the mid to low 80s. So even though throughout the day today we're going to warm things up, we're also going to notice higher pollen counts. I'm really going to detail that out coming up next. This is a live look over downtown, so clouds in place this morning. So again, that muggy feel will be throughout the day. Cool front arrives tomorrow. That will drop our temperatures by tomorrow afternoon, 70. So not a big drop, but at least 70s back into the forecast. And then strong storms already setting the stage by Saturday evening. If you have any plans this weekend, you'll want to see this forecast. I'll detail that out as well. Good morning, Doug.
Hey, good morning, Cheetah. Looking around town, your freeways not in too bad of shape. Most of your main lanes are moving at posted speeds, but the bad news is over in the Gallery area. If you're heading northbound on 610 West Loop, there are some flashing lights now. This is right at the ramp to split off onto 290. A couple of lanes blocked. The ramp lane to 290 is blocked. That's due to a crash involving a motorcycle. Now, the good news is southbound, you can see it's not in bad shape because traffic is just so light right now. But as we continue to watch this investigation, depending on the severity of the injuries involved, we're going to have to just keep an eye on these Houston TransStar cameras and see if the delay starts to build, if they can get this cleared in time for the start of the real rush hour, which is coming up in about 30 minutes. Guys, back over to you.
Okay, Doug, thank you very much. It's a tough morning here in Houston, no doubt, as the city mourns the loss of Barbara Bush.
The former First Lady passed yesterday with her husband by her side at the age of 92.
Her death came just days after the family announced that she would no longer seek any medical treatment for her heart and lung problems.
This morning, as flags fly at half-staff, she leaves behind an extraordinary legacy.
Yeah, she's a wife to one president, right? A mother to another. And this morning, our Janelle Bluta brings us memories of her remarkable life.
Was I happy?
Mother.
So proud of the way our son has run.
Mentor.
Find the joy in life.
Motivator.
That is beautiful.
Born Barbara Pierce, June 8, 1925, the mother of 6, lived 92 years, full of life, love, and laughter.
An open home and open heart, I think, is what she has always given to her family and to her country and to our state.
At 16, Barbara met her husband George at a Christmas dance. He recalled she had a red and green dress on, and she was very beautiful. The two married January 6, 1945, and their first son George W., born a year later, July 6, 1946. Followed by 3 more boys and 2 girls.
Probably played baseball with the kids, was a Little League mom all through the years, and his career in the politics, I think, was pretty hard right at first.
The wife of the 41st president and the mother of the 43rd, Barbara was no stranger to the pressure politics could put on family life.
Her sense of humor, I think, has gotten the whole family through many ups and downs through the decades.
Always the pillar of strength, standing strong by his side.
Always right there beside him.
I will probably love sleeping without my teddy bear. That's a girl.
What she didn't give to him, she gave to her country, launching what will forever be known as her legacy in literacy.
Created the Barbara Bush Foundation for Family Literacy. So that was one of her great causes, to help the children, of the world really, discover more about reading books.
Have you read this book?
8 years as a second lady and 4 years as the first. After political life, Barbara carried on her commitment to that cause.
Barbara has established herself as a role model for all women.
You'll find the most evidence of her influence at the George Bush Presidential Library in College Station.
She was, as she would always be, George Bush's Rock,
where several exhibits have been dedicated to her work alone.
When you come here, you really realize how involved she was.
And on the outside, her own personal touch, a beautiful rose garden planted on the edge of the pond. Barbara's life, while powerful and prominent, was not without pain. The mother of 6 lost her first daughter, Robin, to leukemia at 3 years old. But through these trees, the two will meet again at their eternal resting place. As for the husband, always by her side.
They've been married 70-something years, so you don't think of them as separate. You think of them as one person.
73 years is a lifetime of love.
I've loved George Bush almost since the day I laid eyes on him.
And one day, they'll be together again, leaving behind a legacy that will live forever. Standing for Houston, Janelle Blue, KHOU 11 News.
Met him at a dance at 16 years old,
Yep.
and they've been together ever since. Here in Houston, people can pay their respects to the former First Lady. That event's coming up on Friday.
Mrs. Bush will lie in repose at St. Martin's Episcopal Church in West Houston. Our Michelle Choi is there live this morning.
And Michelle, you have everything people need to know if they want to attend this visitation on Friday, because it'll be a little different than probably other events they've been to.
Yeah, that's right, guys. If you want to pay your final respects and say goodbye to the former First Lady, you can do so this Friday here at St. Martin's from noon until midnight. But here's the thing. You can't just park here and walk inside. There are a few protocols you're going to have to follow because of security reasons. So here's what you need to know. First, you're going to have to head over to Second Baptist Church on Woodway Drive, park there. Then you're going to go through security, and then Metro shuttles will be available to bring you here to St. Martin's and take you back. This includes people with disabilities. And then on Saturday, a private funeral service will be held here at St. Martin's as well. Now, just to give you guys a little bit of back history, Mrs. Bush was a longtime member here at St. Martin's. In fact, for decades, her and the former president both started attending this church when they moved here to Houston. She was even a Sunday school teacher. Again, if you plan on attending that public service, all you have to do is come here to St. Martin's. Just remember to give yourself some extra time because there is a lot of construction in this area, and you have to go through, of course, security. If you have any other questions, just visit our website at KHOU.com. Guys, back to you.
All right, Michelle Choi, thank you.
Amazing. They've been attending that church for more than 50 years.
Yes.
So they are well known there. Mrs. Bush's body will stay at the G.H. Lewis and Sons Funeral Home. That's in West Houston. That's until Friday morning when they will move her to St. Martin's for that public visitation.
Our Janelle Ford is there this morning. What's happening leading up to that public viewing? Janelle?
Now, as of right now, the family asked that the public does not show up here to the funeral home. The plan is for today and tomorrow for there to be a private viewing for those close friends and family of the former First Lady. Now, Mrs. Bush's body got here to the funeral home last night. Since then, the Secret Service and Houston PD has been out here providing an extra layer of security for the family during this very tough and emotional time. Now, I want to note this, that we are here by invitation of the Bush family. They have this area set off just for the media, and we want to be as respectful as possible as the family grieves. Back to you guys.
Absolutely. Janelle Ford, thank you so much. People around the world, of course, reacting to news of Barbara Bush's passing, sharing memories and passing along prayers on social media.
Yeah, a lot of those. Brandy is here now with some of those comments. Brandy, good morning.
Well, guys, what's really clear in looking through these comments is that the former First Lady had an impact on people of all walks of life. We're going to start with President Trump, who released a statement last night saying that Mrs. Bush will be remembered for her strong devotion to country and family, both of which she served unfailingly. Governor Abbott's message was a very simple one. You will be missed. Madeleine Albright, the first woman to serve as Secretary of State, described the former First Lady as a woman of incredible determination, wit, and compassion who embodied America's best values. Even people you maybe never thought had a connection to the Bush family are posting and sharing their memories. This is actor Patrick Dempsey. He shared a photo of himself with the former First Lady, saying it was a pleasure to have met. He also passed along his prayers, as so many of you have done. And we also asked you to share one word for how you will best remember the Bush matriarch. Here are a few responses. Cindy says, unforgettable. Connie calls her admired. Of course, we hear this a lot. Steve says classic. A lot of people have said she was always very classy. And then she's being remembered as gracious. So we want you to keep sharing, whether that's one word, maybe you have a memory of meeting the former First Lady. Just use these hashtags, remembering Barbara and KHOU 11. Guys.
The adjectives are spot on, Brandy. Thank you. Tomorrow night, the city of Houston plans to celebrate Mrs. Bush's life. Details will be announced later today. For that, we'll pass along the information as soon as we get it. And our team coverage continues throughout the morning. We're bringing the latest updates on social media and on our website at khou.com.